went to a thrift store and bought these USB microphones. When boxes attack. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is currently Monday, December 2nd, even though it's kind of Sunday, December 1st for me. I just got off work. You can probably see it in my eyes. I'm pretty tired. But I've got 13 orders that I need to pack up. Would have been 15, had a couple cancellations. It's whatever, but a lot of orders to pack up, so let's just get into it. One other thing I should note is a lot of these sales are really low dollar items with free shipping, but that's fine. They pay the bills. That's the way I like to look at them. They're definitely bill paying sales, but yeah, so nothing super crazy here, but a lot of sales over the holiday weekend, so let's really get into it now. Up first, we have this Bop It Extreme. This sold for $19.94 with free shipping. Alright, up next we're going to the game stack. I already pulled it out. I believe it's on this side. There it is. I sold this copy of Star Wars The Force Unleashed for the Xbox 360, but as you can see in the screenshot, I listed this as Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, and everything says it's Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 except for the photo. Luckily the guy lives in Indiana, so it's not going to go super far. I'm just going to assume that he looked at the photo and we're just going to ship it out, and if he gets it and it's the wrong one, I'll pay to have him ship it back to me, and we'll see what happens. I think it'll be okay though. I feel like I've had this happen before. I copy and paste my titles from sold listings, and I think what I did is I just went a little too fast and copied the wrong title. So we're going to ship it out, we're going to see what happens. Should be fine though. Alright, up next we're going to the Star Wars ornaments. For the first time we sold this 1997 keepsake Yoda ornament. Yeah, and this sold for $10 with free shipping. Going back to the ornaments again, this time we sold the second Vader, and this one I took a best offer on of $13.50 with free shipping. Alright, getting into the cords and cables, I gotta make sure I pull the right one. I sold an Xbox power cord. It's one of the two long ones that I have, and it's the model number HP, etc., etc. It's not that one, so it is this one. Make sure. Model number HPAW. This is the right one. Let's get it out. Slide it back. And this sold for $14.94 with free shipping. I have a feeling that's going to go in a flat padded bubble mailer, so $7.33 ship. So not a lot of profit on that, but it's profit nonetheless. Heading back to the game rack, and it's right here on top. Final Fantasy 15 for the Xbox One. I sold it for $7.94 free ship, but I did pay $5 for this, so probably not making anything on that one. Another game. This one is, of course, down on the bottom. Do some maneuvering here. Come on. I know none of these Wii games sold, so I should be good. On that front, sold a Steelbox copy of Final Fantasy 12 Collector's Edition for the PlayStation 2, and this one I got in that $1,500 deal, so it's already paid for, and it sold for $9.94 with free shipping. Kind of a neat little buy here. Over the summer, I bought this entire bag full of little Kool-Aid Man beanie figures made by Kraft in the year 2000. I bought a whole bag of them. I think there's 26 in here if I remember right, something like that. And I paid $3 for the whole bag, so I'm into them hardly anything. But I noticed there were a few sold comps, and I finally sold one. It took a while, but I finally sold one, and he sold for $4.94 plus shipping on top. So the whole bag is already paid for with the sale of one. Really happy about that. Alright, going back to the cords and cables, sold this Hyperkin N64 AC adapter. This is just some little third-party brand that makes replacements, and I sold this for $7.50 free ship, and it's brand new. Alright, I believe this thing is back in here. I need to list this VCR. Yeah, they're back here. So over the summer, I went to a thrift store and bought these USB microphones. When boxes attack. I bought these USB microphones for like 50 cents a piece. It was like a half off day. I've sold one of them, and I sold this other Rock Band one for $7.50 with free shipping. Let's throw this box back up here where he belongs. Heading back to the video game stack, and we sold a second copy of this collector's edition of Final Fantasy XII for the PlayStation 2. This one I paid $2 for at a yard sale, and once again it sold for $9.94 with free shipping. Alright, I've got to think of where this one is at. It'd be nice if it was in here, but I don't believe it is. It's not in there. Alright. I think it's back here then. At least I hope it is. Are you in this box? No? Well, this could be tricky. What about here? There it is. Sold this Kodak Instamatic X15 camera that does click when you press the button. So you have to wind it first or something. I don't remember. It does click though. And I paid $1/4 for this at a locally run estate sale, or a like family ran, not some business ran. I paid $1/4 for it, and it sold for $3 plus shipping. I just kind of took a stab on it. I figured it might be a little worth a little bit more, but it's not. But you live and you learn. And last but not least, we can put the video games back now. We're going into this green basket for this General Electric flip clock. As you can see, it's a little cracked, but that's okay. This I listed for $19.94 plus shipping, and I got an offer of $17 plus shipping, and I went ahead and took it since I had quite a bit of stuff. Otherwise, I probably would have sat and waited on it a little bit. So, yeah, so there's 13 sales. Again, a lot of smaller priced items with free shipping, so not a lot of crazy profit there, but I think it'll pay the bills. It'll do okay, and a lot of this stuff is just going to get thrown in the bubble mailer. I think the only thing that I really need a box for is this clock, maybe the bobbit. Everything else can go in a bubble mailer and be perfectly fine, so it's not going to take me a ton of time to pack these up, and that's okay with small dollar items. Now, if it was a big item that I was going to have to get a box out for and like Frankenbox something to make 50 cents, then you could probably argue it's not worth it. But all these little dollars add up, and I am A-okay, 100% totally fine with making those smaller sales. So let's get these packed up. So really quick, while I was printing out labels, I did something pretty cool, and on my $1,500 video game purchase, all those games and Dragon Ball Z, Legend of Zelda stuff. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put the video to that, the first link in the description. I just listed, or put the Final Fantasy XII Collector's Edition into the spreadsheet, and that pushed me over $3,000 in total sales from this $1,500 buy. Again, if you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend you check it out. It is a hell of a story. So, yeah, really happy to see that it ended up working out. Feeling good. Yeah, really good deal there, and I've still got quite a bit of stuff left from it, so looking really good. Hey guys, it's me from the future. I was editing this video, and I forgot to record this. It's Wednesday. At the point of this, we're about to go back to Tuesday when this video continues, but I actually, on the topic of the $1,500 deal, I made 2 more sales from that today, and those 2 sales actually ended up being the 2 most expensive items I have left from that sale, so I'm going to quickly pull those for you guys here. First up, not the Wii, is a strategy guide for Suikoden 2. And I had this listed for $60, but I've tried selling it on Facebook groups, and I've sent out offers on eBay. I've actually sent $40 offers out for this on eBay, and today somebody sent me an offer for $45, so I went ahead and took it. It seems like the price just kind of went down on it. It just doesn't seem like something people are really crazy about right now. But yeah, so $45 for this, and this was the highest price strategy guide that I had from that deal. And then the other thing that I sold was actually a little bittersweet. I sold these 2 games together as a lot. They are Lunar 2 Eternal Blue Complete and Lunar Silver Star Story Complete. And these are games by Working Designs. If you ever see this pink logo on a game, go ahead and grab it, because that's how you know it's worth some money. But this game, it like opens up. There's a whole bunch. 4-disc collector's edition. There's like a songbook in here, and the cases for these games are just in great condition. But I originally listed these whenever I had the deal for $350 for the pair, and nobody was taking them, and I just kind of sat on it because I collect PlayStation games, so part of me really wanted to keep these. And then I kind of noticed I listed them in the Facebook group, and people were saying like they're just not worth $350, they're not worth $350, and I was looking at price guides and solds, and they were right. Lunar was coming in at about $75, and this game was coming in at about $120, $125. So I eventually updated my eBay listing to $200, and I was going to leave it there. I wasn't going any lower than $200, and I was contemplating at the end of the year, if they hadn't sold yet, I was just going to pull the listing and keep them myself, because I've made my money on the $1,500 deal. And yeah, today they sold. So $200 here, $45 here. That brings my total up from $3,006 to $3,251, I think, if my math is right off the top of my head. So looking really good. $250 more, and I will have made $2,000 in sales. That's not profit, in sales, more than what I paid for everything, and that'd be really cool. But anyway, I just wanted to cut into the video here while I was editing it, since I sold those 2 things. Really, really happy with that. Just can't complain. Alrighty, that's what everything looks like, all packed up, all got their labels on them, and they're all ready to go. They'll be dropped off at the post office tomorrow. That only took about probably an hour. Packing took about 20 minutes. The spreadsheet took about 40, and that was just because I had some other stuff. My spreadsheet wouldn't load last time, and I had to write stuff down, and I had to put that in. So that's the only reason that took a little bit longer than normal. But eBay said it was about $150 in sales, and that's pretty good. So about a little over $10 an item. Sounds pretty good to me for a Black Friday, for a busy weekend. A couple other things I wanted to bring up. This Wii. I mentioned this Wii in my last video, that a lady had agreed to pay the $70 for it, and then the next day she went into labor. I haven't heard back from her yet. I reached out, no response. I'm going to give her the benefit of a doubt and give her a few days, just in case that is what really happened. I think, maybe in the back of my head, I'm thinking that she just wants to back out of the deal, and that was the best excuse that she could come up with. But on the other hand, I listed another one on Facebook Marketplace this morning. This black one here, complete with a controller and all the cords and stuff like that. And I put that one on there for $45. I had somebody reach out and say they wanted it, and we're meeting tomorrow with an actual hard time. So hopefully that one goes through. That'll be another $45 on top of the $150. So about a $200 weekend. So, or a $200 holiday weekend. So extended. Yeah, so pretty good there. I'm going to transition to either more video or the closing of the video. We'll find out. I haven't decided yet. Alright, it is now Tuesday, December 3rd. We had a few Cyber Monday orders, I guess, so we're going to pull 4 orders for that, and we have a guest. Gonna help us pull orders? Spyro, come here. Oh, yeah, hey. Hey, buddy. Hey. Yeah. So let's pull those orders. All right, up first we are going to this old basket filled with Disney Infinity figures. This is the one we were looking for. Sold these two Frozen ones, Anna and Olaf, and they sold for $7.94 with free shipping. I actually had Elsa too, but she got a little chewed up somewhere along the line, so I didn't include her in the listing. Next, we're going to the video game shelf. We sold... must be on the other side. We're going to pull this out. Oh, where did it go? I think it's this one. Yep, it's this one. We sold a disc-only version of Mario Kart Wii. And with that comes 2 Wii wheels. And I sold the Wii wheels with the disc-only Mario Kart Wii for... Hi, Spyro. $26.94 plus shipping. We're actually going to swap this Wii wheel for a different one that doesn't have a price sticker on it. There we go. And I don't think I have that other Wii wheel listed, so I might just keep it for myself. Alright, up next we're grabbing the final Star Wars ornament. I sold this Luke Skywalker for $11.94 with free shipping. Alright, and then the last order we're going to pull, we got to get back here behind this shelf. We sold the Clue FX game that was complete in the box. And this sold for $27.94 with free shipping, and I've decided I'm just going to wrap this in brown paper. I actually got a comment suggested on my last video about board games from the Thrift Raider, saying that she generally wraps her board games in bubble wrap and ship them in 1 or 2 poly mailers. But if my way works, it works. Spyro, stop sniffing. So I might try that out one time. Unfortunately, the Clue FX is a little thicker than most of the board games. I don't have any poly mailers to try and wrap it in. But next time I sell a thinner board game, I'm definitely going to give that shot out, because I feel like that way is a little bit faster, probably a little bit safer, and probably a little bit cheaper in the end too. So yeah, we'll definitely get that out. Thanks for the suggestion, Thrift Raider. I appreciate it. I also have to pack up one other thing. So I bought those Robert Jordan books that I mentioned in my last video, and I ordered 3 books to fill it up. And one of those books was called Shadow's Dagger or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. But they sent me the wrong book. I got a Crown of Swords, which I already have. So I have to pack this up and use the eBay return label so that I can order a new one. Which kind of sucks because I was excited to list them all, but it is what it is. I understand as a reseller. Like, mistakes happen. I'm not upset about it or anything like that. Just mildly frustrated, but who knows? You know, maybe one day I'll make that mistake. I hope not, but you know. So I understand where it's coming from. I'm not too upset. Just got to delay listing that item just a hair bit longer, but it'll be okay. We're gonna get through it. We got those packed up. Fiance is wrapping up the board game for me as we speak. Let's see if we can get that down. Might have to add a piece of tape to that. And while I was packing all those up, I actually made another sale. So we're gonna go over here to the cord box. I sold this Xbox 360 120 gigabyte hard drive for $13.94 with free shipping. So one little last sale there to end of the week. I got to start getting ready for work after this, and yeah, so I'm going to pack these up, get the labels printed out, and try and get them to the post office on the way to work. So I think that's where I'm going to end this video. Some sales, Black Friday, Cyber Monday madness, pretty good. I'm really happy with how this weekend went, and hopefully next week we can get some more stuff listed and have some more sales along the way. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button down below. It really helps out the channel, and as always, subscribe so that way you know whenever I release a new video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Oh hey, by the way, I forgot to mention this in my outro. I also have an Instagram now. You can find a link to it down below. It's ONL Flips. I'm going to try and be good about posting to it. I've never had an Instagram. Like, personally, I've never really used Instagram, so it's a whole new world to me, but we're going to give it a shot. I know a lot of resellers use it and really enjoy it, so I figured, you know what, we're gonna join the ranks, and we're gonna create an Instagram. So if you have an Instagram and you want to follow me around on Instagram, you can find the link to it down below. Thanks.